The auto mode is the default mode. When you first buy your camera and take it out of the box, turn the camera on, and you'll have the auto mode selected. The way you can set the auto mode is by pressing the function button right here in the center. Just press function to access the function menu, and at the top you have the different mode function. So down here you can see the list of the different modes. Mine is currently set to manual, but the one just to the left, go ahead and press the left navigation button here to access auto. Now what auto is going to do, it's going to set the ISO to automatic, the white balance to automatic. You don't have control over your exposure compensation or metering, and the flash is also set to automatic. You can turn the flash off, but what you can't do is force the flash to fire. And this can be also very, very limiting, because in a daylight situation, for example, if you want to eliminate shadows from your subject, you need to force the flash because the camera is going to assume there's enough light and it won't opt to use the flash if it's set to automatic. And the reason why this may not be so good is because, and especially with the white balance, you don't have control like you would with the manual mode over things like white balance and ISO. Especially with white balance, the auto white balance is really just fine for outdoors in the daylight or maybe even cloudy, but indoors where there is tungsten or fluorescent, it's really not going to be very good at all. So what I prefer doing is using the manual mode, which is right here. This gives me control over the white balance. I can just scroll down to change the white balance. If I'm indoors, I can set that to tungsten, for example, or fluorescent, depending on my lighting situation. Now, this is going to produce much, much better color, and the camera still automatically sets for the right exposure. So it does give you control, but you don't need to worry. The camera is still very, very automated. So I prefer using manual for that reason. To find out much more about digital photography and your digital camera, go to lbguides.com.